AT&T Stadium in Arlington. Today, we've got a Week 6 matchup for you here between the Carolina Panthers and the Dallas Cowboys. And this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25. Offensively for Carolina, Teddy Bridgewater will be at the controls, the talented quarterback out of Louisville.
It's pretty much become the norm when we see guys come out before a game and go through the route tree with their receivers. I thought it was exciting for us to see the exact same thing happen in practice.
He's so meticulous, isn't he?
He really is, and that tells me it's not just a one-time-a-week thing. They work on it all the time, trying to hone that fine edge. They want to see if they can get in sync and stay in sync in this one.
And he will go down. A Cowboys sack. A bad start there. A big loss on their first play from scrimmage. It's second down. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. From the gun, Bridgewater. Being chased out left. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself the best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace. So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there, and they rallied and made the tackle.
And that'll be a return of 12 following a very nice punt. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. So out come the Cowboys under head coach Mike McCarthy. They'll be led out by their 5'11" quarterback from Wisconsin by way of NC State, and that's Russell Wilson.
And coming off of an early season open week, and in this situation, what he told us when we sat down with him was he spent a lot of time working on fundamentals, kind of getting back to basics during that time, as opposed to having to worry about healing up or resting up. It's too early in the season. Get back to the basics, get his game going again.
That's a 43-yard. Now Wilson. Open man layup. It's complete. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Well, that's one way to convert on 3rd down, picking up 26 yards. Here's Wilson. Able to hit his target layup. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. He's been a one-man wrecking crew these last couple of plays. This time, and he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. C.D. Lamb, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Cowboys have taken the early lead. Picking up where they left off before the open week that they had last week as they won going into that. And no signs of being stale.
No, and that's really big for them because there's a trust factor that goes into this. Because what often happens, if you win the game before your open week, you usually get more time off. But if you win the game before the open week, get more time off, and don't play well the next time out, that goes away. So they're making a statement that they like that time off.
And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
Take over 1st and 10.
The Panthers coming back out onto the field for their 2nd drive. And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
Now 3rd down is looming. A pickup of 2 on 1st down and just 1 yard there.
Out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage.
On 3rd down, Bridgewater. And that one goes incomplete on the drop. That's one he definitely normally catches. 4th down.
That looks like it's going to be 2 empty possessions now to start this football game. I think they're going to have to sit down and talk about what worked for them last week in their win. Sometimes you over-game plan, overthink things. Get back to what works.
Here's Hill on the return. We'll call this a 41-yard punt, 7 on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10.
34-yard line.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They start on the ground with Elliott. And he'll get 2, maybe 3 up near the 37.
Ezekiel.
This a 2nd and 7 from the 37. They'll run with Elliott. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line.
Ezekiel Elliott.
That's a good, nice, crisp run for a first down. I wonder if the defense might have been loosened up a little bit, maybe anticipating a pass instead of the run that they got.
So after a good run by Zeke, another 1st and 10. Now Wilson. He'll find Lamb. That's complete. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35.
Oh, boys.
Wilson. And he's top 5 in the league in terms of receiving yardage because of play. And he will not throw it away. He goes out of bounds, well shy of the line of scrimmage, so that's a sack. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
So when the defense complains about having to do pursuit drills in the heat of training camp, plug in this play. Excellent pursuit. Force the quarterback out of the pocket. He ends up trying to run for it. Instead, he goes out of bounds and loses yardage. That goes down as a sack for the defense.
It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down. And he's able to pick up the first down here before he goes down at the 26. 2 yards and able to get the first down in the process. This will be caught inside the 10. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped it to 1.
Oh, boy.
A really nice gain of 25 yards.
Goal at the 1-yard line.
So in the 2nd quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So he got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound...
And this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown. Russell Wilson with 2 first-half touchdown passes. And the Cowboys will extend their lead.
There's not much that's perfect in football, but that's about as close to it as you can.
It took them an extra look, but they found out it is a touchdown indeed. The official says this one counts.
The kick is good.
Zerline good with a PAT. And it's now 14-0.
Panthers nothing.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. Here's the Carolina offense as they get ready to take over here. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still 2nd quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Bridgewater going to give this to McCaffrey. They follow up the gain of 5 by only getting 1 there on 2nd down.
He's brought down at the 31. It's a gain of a yard. And it's 3rd down.
Bridgewater from the gun on 3rd down. And that will be incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's 4th down.
Intended for David.
Well, this first half has not gone according to plan so far offensively or even defensively for that matter. They could use a big-time spark somewhere, but it's not going to come on this drive as they have to pump this one away.
8 yards on the return following a punt of 41. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs.
32-yard line.
Ezekiel Elliott gets ready to go again here on offense as he shuffles onto the field. And we checked the rushing numbers so far here into Week 6, and the returns have been really good. Now, you're starting to hit that stride middle of the season toward the end. They're certainly hoping they can keep up this production.
They are, because one of the adages in the NFL is that defense travels and defense endures even in bad weather, right? You know what else does? A good running game. And people love that, especially as you're heading down the stretch. You may play outdoors in some nasty stuff. You're trying to get to the playoffs. This is the time to get it going. And individually, I don't think you should just think about 1,000 yards either. The bar has to be set higher with this beginning.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Escaping the pressure right. He'll run it. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a third down.
It's a gain of 6.
On third down, Wilson. And that is incomplete.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that. Looking for Lamb, but it's intercepted. Picked off at the 35. And a big return will get him all the way down to the 35. Well, look, we're watching a quarterback here that's obviously been around for a long time. That's a throw he wishes he had back.
He certainly does, but as you well know, this is a guy that's used to taking a few chances, used to fitting it into tight windows. These are throws that he's made before. Didn't happen to get it completed in this case.
They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
2nd and 11 at the 35-yard line.
Out of the gun, Bridgewater gets this to his running back. It's Christian McCaffrey. They do get a yard there. But only a yard leaves him with 3rd and 9 looming. So they've been unable to capitalize on a great field position as of yet. Here's 3rd and 9. Throwing, Bridgewater. He'll get this to McCaffrey out of the backfield. And he will be marked down short of the first as they get to him at the 29. 5 yards, not enough. And it'll be 4th down.
They dialed up the screen pass on 3rd down, and for a second it looked like it was all going to come together, and they had a chance to pick up a 1st down, but the defense got there and finished it off.
Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 24.
And let's gaze our attention on Ezekiel Elliott. It's the second quarter. His team has the lead, but I think he's hoping for a little bit more production out of himself.
And we often talk about pushing patience to a runner when things are a little bumpy and you're really going. But we have to do the same thing with the offensive line. They can't wait to halftime to make the adjustments. They have to do it from series to series. So those surface tablets come into play. Check out what the defense is doing and see if they can find a better way to run it.
So they search for that patience here now. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the 1st down on a 13-yard run. The last drive, remember, similar situation. He forced a ball into coverage through the pick. He learned better there.
Yeah, similar to a golfer that's confronted with a shot that you just can't make. Sometimes you have to take your medicine, as they say, right? Just pull it down, take off, and go. Don't make something worse than what it was.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Wilson. And going deep for Hill. And this one is incomplete. He was trying to get it to Tyreek Hill that time. But it's going to be 2nd down. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. And man open down the middle of the field. And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 35. 11 yards there. 1st down.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Here's Wilson to throw. Over the middle, hauled in by Lamb. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down.
That's another Cowboys 1st.
From the red zone now, here's Wilson on 1st down. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. CeeDee Lamb is intended target, and it's 2nd down. So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. To throw again, Wilson. And that'll be shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on. Third down.
Brings up a third.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. This is Elliott, and he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop him with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. And the 11-year veteran bangs it through, and they will stretch the lead now to 17-3.
Panthers 3.
Still a little bit of time left here in the second quarter, but they do get 3 before the half and expand that lead.
And they have to be happy about that. And we haven't met a team yet that doesn't put an emphasis on trying to get points on the board in the last 2 minutes of the half. They'll be real excited to have those up on the board.
First and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Carolina getting set to take the field. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops. And if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
And that'll be incomplete.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
This time they stay on the ground, and they will bottle him up behind the line, and now will they use a timeout? Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's 4th down. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. About a 41-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. And going deep for Hill. And this is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left.
Tyreek Hill, incomplete. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 40-yard line.
So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. Final play of the half. It's Wilson. And going deep for Hill. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. And now due to apparent time constraints, we fast forward to the beginning of the second half. The Cowboys will get the football first here, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in quarter 3. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Out come the Cowboys now as he'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Again, it's Elliott. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 4 yards the pickup, first down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
On second down, it's Elliott, and he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like he'll spot it right in midfield at the 50. 4 yards the pickup, first down. And we'll go underneath here to Elliott. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll bring up a second and just about a few inches here. Elliott. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. 4 yards the pickup, first down. Throwing now, Wilson on first down. Over the middle, complete. That's Lamb. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. They were in zone defensively, went with a crossing route. It's always interesting to watch that chess match.
Yeah, and I think safeties don't mind crossing routes against zone because eventually you're going to run into their territory, and that's when they lift their chops in order to get the big hit or play the ball.
Offensively, nice execution to find a hole, make the catch. And a nice gain of 21 yards. That is caught. It's Cooper for the Cowboy touchdown. Making a hat trick for Russell Wilson. 3 touchdown passes now. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical, is one of the words you've taught me. And they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the third quarter.
Not only pulling away, but you mentioned that slowly but surely. You also drain clock, too, with a drive like that. So you really give yourself an advantage.
And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
18-yard line.
The Panthers offense now, they head back on the field for their first possession of the second half. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. McCaffrey with a first down and more. And all the way up to the 45-yard line. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
At the 44-yard line.
On second down, McCaffrey. And he'll push his way up to about the 44 here. The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on third down. They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. They'll get 10 there, but it leaves them just short for 4th down.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game, but this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football, because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance. If they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing, it puts them in that position.
Now, I think we can get used to seeing more of that in this fourth quarter, especially if they're having success on the ground like they did there.
Yeah, I think back when we met with the head coach in preseason, and all he talked about was building a bully. And I think it was this situation he was envisioning. Trying to ice a game, plenty of time left, but being able to give the ball to his big runner and pound away and try and finish off the game.
They go to Elliott again. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Brandon, sometimes it just comes down to the power of suggestion, because I know exactly what they said all week long. We're coming off the open week. We'll have the pressure legs in the fourth quarter, and they will wilt when we get to that point. And right now, it appears that they're thinking that exact thing.
Yeah, offensively, they had the bye last week. Defensively, did not. Is that really a big factor? Is that more talk during the week?
I think the more that you talk about it, the more that you emphasize it, the more sometimes it comes true for your team.
11 yards there, first down.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with, and throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they turn to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They look like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
CeeDee Lamb is intended target, and that'll bring up second down. And double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 47. So they get the takeaway, but that's just step one. They still have a lot of work to do.
But they don't want to focus on that now. Now it's about getting the ball in the end zone and hoping they can take it away again.
Yeah, still three-score game, though, fourth quarter. Now the throw pulled in by Anderson. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line.
Complete.
Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down.
Carolina.
From the shotgun, it's Bridgewater. That is caught at the 7. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown.
11,
Robbie Anderson.
Touchdown.
His first touchdown on the year. And thanks to the interception, the Panthers offense cashes in with 6. And there they got him the ball. Just get it to him, let him do the rest.
You know, he probably said that to his quarterback as he broke the huddle. I like the play call. Just get it to me. I'll take care of the rest of it.
Helping out his rack, right? RAC.
Run after catch, and he loves that, and he's going to carry that in at contract time.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25 yards.
The Dallas offense back out onto the field. If they can score here, they have a chance to make this a 3-possession game and all but put things to bed. They'll start the drive with Elliott. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Number 21.
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on second down. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. And the offense moving quickly to the line. They'll try and run some clock now with Elliott. And he's got some space here. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. A first down carry by Elliott.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there on that play. I saw defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing in a situation where they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it through.
If you do blitz, do you have to be careful about where you're coming from, or are you just coming from all angles?
You have to be careful about where you're coming from, obviously. But at this stage, you have to take it.
And he'll get in. Touchdown, Cowboys. Ezekiel Elliott hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Cowboys will add on to their lead. And he's got it up and through. And he was excellent on that drive. He deserved to be the one to get across the chalk.
Oh, I agree with you totally. A workhorse on the drive. And how about that last decisive run to punch it in?
And this carries into the end zone. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. Defensively, you said coming in earlier in the broadcast, the magic number was 20 points for you. That's what you thought they would have to hold this offense to, or less than that. And, wow, they've done that in a big way, haven't they?
And not only have they done it, they put themselves in a great position to win this one because...
And the Cowboys' pressure gets there this time for the sack. That's sacked by Khalil Mack. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. After the sack on first down, Bridgewater. He's got a man complete. Down the numbers. There he goes. Touchdown, Carolina. Robbie Anderson with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Panthers, they're able to draw a bit closer. And the lead will be cut down to 14. The long touchdown pass gets them 6 on a very, very tidy 2-play drive that time. And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ballgame. 2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And the Cowboys are able to recover. Zeke and the Cowboys ready to begin their next drive. After some early struggles running the ball, they've really picked it up. Early it just seemed like there were no holes there. Now all of a sudden the holes seem to be there. I don't know if that's just my imagination.
And give them credit that they kept their confidence, because sometimes when you get stuffed big in the running game early, especially for an entire half, it really makes you retreat a little bit, but not this group. They always have the confidence that they just get their assignments down, they get in sync with their runners, and off they went.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. They keep on the ground with Elliott. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott with touchdown number 2 in the game, and now 11 on the year. And the Cowboys will extend their lead. And he certainly played a pivotal role with those 2 TDs and why they're up on the scoreboard right now.
Well, someone's all about winning, aren't they? Because he's not worried about the number. Sure, it's great to have 2 touchdowns. The bottom line is what he's doing is contributing to their lead. He wants to continue to do so.
This taken in about 4 yards deep, and it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. And the Panthers coming out now. And that 5-game win streak is ticking away here in the 4th quarter. Just haven't been as sharp in this one. Now this one to his running back out of the backfield. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Extracurricular there.
When you have a game with a lot of contact, tensions are going to run pretty high. You're going to be emotional, but you have to harness it somehow, and he didn't on that play.
Now Bridgewater. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. He was looking to get that one to DJ Moore. That'll bring up 2nd down. So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. Bridgewater now. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the all-pro linebacker. It's Von Miller. And his guys will take over at their own 44-yard line. But they had designs of kind of wiggling their way back into this one. That hurts their chances right there.
They had to put it mildly, but look at the lead, look at the deficit, trying to make a play downfield. Everyone seeking to be somewhat the hero. Didn't turn out that way at all, and you're exactly right. It's going to take a lot for them to have a chance to win this one now.
Wilson wants to throw it.
Well, it may seem a little unorthodox to some people. Got the lead, 4th quarter, yet he's still firing away. I think he believes that's the best way to go ahead and win the game.
Yeah, a lot of coaches say, let's just run the football, be conservative. He's sticking to his game plan.
No, that is his game, and that's what they're going to run.
And down inside the 15 he goes. That one good for a 1st down pickup of 18 yards. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. CeeDee Lamb his intended target. And now it's second down.
Incomplete.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Wilson. And this ball is caught by Lamb. Touchdown, Dallas. CeeDee Lamb. His 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further.
And to me, that touchdown allows you to start grinning widely on your sideline. I think they pretty much locked this one away.
Yeah, that's the clincher, the proverbial icing on the cake, if you will.
17.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this carries into the end zone. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. The Carolina offense about ready to go. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. Robbie Anderson, the man he was looking for. Bridgewater now looking to throw on first. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. It was Trey Flowers that time who got a hand in and broke it up. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of...
And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football. He's taken down. The Panthers going to use the 2nd of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 27 seconds showing on the clock. So Bridgewater needing to work a little magic after that sack on a 3rd and long. From the gun, Bridgewater. He's going to let it fly. Incomplete. He had his hands on it but couldn't pick it. And it's now 4th down.
Curtis Samuel, incomplete. It's now 4th down.
Now Bridgewater on 4th down. Trying to fit it into Moore, but it's intercepted. It's the former Seahawk, Earl Thomas.
Bridgewater's pass intercepted.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup, let him get some time? And Wilson's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked up by Will Parks. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line.
Over 1st and 10.
So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line. One last shot now for Bridgewater. And that will be incomplete as time has run out on this football game.
Final score,
A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for Dallas, they boost their record up to a strong 4.
She-Bag got me.
That boy on the beat, so you gotta go berserk.
Okay. Sometimes you need a friend, not the one that show up and don't put nothing in. You know the ones that lend their hand and want to see you win. When you come up on that lick, make sure you cut them in. And then, sometimes you need a foe, one to keep your eyes open, keep you on your toes. You know the ones that want to keep you where you've been before. But I can't go, no I can't go. And whoa, sometimes I need a check. Not the sneakers, but the ones that make you watch your step. Your chain, name, how about your respect? Give them more than what I get, expecting up the back. In fact, you know I sat down with my accountant. He said, I got good news and I got bad news. Okay. I said, what's the good news? He said, the good news is you made a lot. I said, what's the bad news? The bad news is you spent more. Okay. Look, sometimes you need the faith. Sometimes you need to know your worth. Sometimes you need to wait. Shoot like the golden boy, but in front of the bay. You can't negotiate with Drake. You gon' have to pay. But wait, jugging on the main stage with the mainframe. Loosen up your face, baby. Sometimes I need a vacate, meditate, hydrate, protect my energy before engagement.
Grew up having nothing, you're labeled impatient. But once the boss made it, you're labeled amazing. Meticulous with words, such a force of nature. I don't wanna seem absurd, but that boy's a gangster. Focusing on me, way from Tel Aviv. Barbados with the hustle, pockets LIDs. Distinctive destinations, all I wanna see. Oceanfront residences, 3 different ones a week. Cause I deserve that, it's time to learn that. Mess around and put that thing up where your perm at. 6 figures every year, yeah, I earn that. At the front of this line is where my turn at.
Sometimes you need a friend, not the ones that just show up and don't put nothing in. You know the ones that lend their hand and want to see you win. When you come up on that lick, make sure you cut them in. And then, sometimes you need a fool. Oh. Men gon' lie, women gon' lie. You're looking for the truth and the numbers don't hide. Looking for the root of all evil, then you need to go open up the briefcase, see with your eyes. Everybody claim to be greatest of all times, but they never spend a day in the rain in the front line. No lie. Stop playing on my phone line. Pull up in the space coupe with the roof optional. Wonder why they follow suit. I've been groomed from the womb. Came out of my mama with some running tennis shoes. Faster than the speeding bullet. No, it's cool, it's cool. Don't play with it, baby. Say so what you gon' do with that? Stop playing with it. If you don't do it, then you don't play with it, baby. Exactly. Yeah. You were built like that.
Automatic is a habit, you should know it's automated. I've been getting to it, I ain't noticed y'all was hating. Brand new chick, she don't know the occupation. I just wanna know that I can hold a conversation. Oof, I don't know what y'all debating. I've been waiting for you, now I'm running out of patience. Running up a check, trying to run an operation. Went broke in the check and put 100 out of savings in. I can tell now that you ain't talking about nothing. I'ma need something I can calm down from. I'm gonna pull it with the bar down one. 6 months in, I ain't down once. Trying to tell me what you know about me. You don't know nothing, keep it real with me. She said she ain't trying to deal with me. Okay, cool, you can sell that seat. I'm just hoping she don't fail. Cause when she do, I don't know what I'ma do. All that I heard that y'all was talking, it was comical. Pull up in your city for the evening, what you trying to do? Cause I'm open to it. I know that you missing, but you gon' get through it. I can help with it if you need that. Go and bring the beat back. I don't really listen to the feedback, nah. Told me that she good, she don't need jack, nah. I'm real proud of the steps you took just to get to the place that you at today. I couldn't tell you to you straight, I gotta estimate. I wonder if I ought to go here with the best to say. Now go ahead, get me out of here, I couldn't last a day. I got the city talking about me like I passed away. Automatic is a habit, you should know it's automated. I've been getting to it, I ain't noticed y'all was hating. Brand new chick, she don't know the occupation. I just wanna know that I can hold a conversation. Oof, I don't know what y'all debating. I've been waiting for you, now I'm running out of patience. Running up a check, trying to run an operation. Went broke in the check and put 100 out of savings in. I can tell now that you ain't talking about nothing. I'ma need something I can calm down from. I'm gonna pull it with the bar down one. 6 months in, I ain't once. Trying to tell me what you know about me. You don't know nothing, keep it real with me. She said she ain't trying to deal with me. Okay, cool, you can sell that seat. Ooh, and she felt intrigued. Trying to the LMPD. Go and get your self-esteem. And she trying to link up. So much we got synced up. Pulled up in the dinged up whip. This ain't Pepto-Biz, what this pink stuff is. Gonna tell me. Yeah, you heard me, you ain't felt me. I've been moving, I've been shaking, go and hit me on the celly. Try to sell me on something while I hold it compelling. Ever since I've been gone like Kelly, they been trying to tell me about this and that. I ain't chatting with you, we ain't going tit for tat. Trying to tell me how to get in the bag. We're going to get in the bag, I'm about to get in it. Automatic is a habit, you should know it's automated. I've been getting to it, I ain't noticed y'all was hating. Brand new chick, she don't know the occupation. I just wanna know that I can hold a conversation. Oof, I don't know what y'all debating. I've been waiting for you, now I'm running out of patience. Running up a check, trying to run an operation. Went broke in the check and put 100 out of savings in. I can tell now that you ain't talking about nothing. I'ma need something I can calm down from. I'm gonna pull it with the bar down one. 6 months in, I ain't once. Trying to tell me what you know about me. You don't know nothing, keep it real with me. She said she ain't trying to deal with me. Okay, cool, you can sell that seat.
flag on the play.
Yeah, yeah.
That's a flag on the play.
Yeah, yeah.
Flag on the play.
Hold up.
That's a flag on the play. Let's go.
Touchdown, I just scored a whole bucket. I just dropped the bag on the tag, ain't nothing. Make 'em throw a flag when I pass, come through stunning. Call me tired, girl, and hit the hole, then I'm running. Get money, you ain't tryna get that second flag on the play. Hating from the sideline, a flag on the play. Like Julio with them Falcons, I just made a play. In the red zone, going strong, watch me shake and bake.
Let's go.
I just took off with that rock, just like Tyreek Hill. I just count 100 racks, that's a whole field. He don't want no championship, get him out of here. I just got a set, like I run up in the backfield. I just got a set, like I ran up on a quarterback. Shake and bake, make a play just like a quarterback. We ain't worrying about no formers, we ain't staying there. Running off the block, yeah, I'm something like a linebacker. I got juice like a Fanta, how you like it?
How you like it?
I'm on purple, I'm on yellow, like a Viking.
Like a Viking.
All these plays that I'm catching, I done gone crazy. I do my thing, 6 range, just like Tom Brady. Touchdown, I just scored a whole bucket. I just dropped the bag on the tag, ain't nothing. Make 'em throw a flag when I pass, come through stunning. Call me tired, girl, and hit the hole, then I'm running. Get money, you ain't tryna get that second flag on the play. Hating from the sideline, a flag on the play. Like Julio with them Falcons, I just made a play. In the red zone, going strong, watch me shake and bake.
Let's go.
I'm in the field like a panther, I done up the standards. Like Michael Vick in Atlanta when it's time to scramble. Neck full of water, call me Black Bridgewater. Lamar Jackson, how I throw them Ravens across the border.
Hold up. You know I'm a touchdown with the sack. Run up the whole like a running back on the play. Intercept the pack like a safety. You boys ain't shake the play. That's a flag on the play. Let's go.
Touchdown, I just scored a whole bucket. I just dropped the bag on the tag, ain't nothing. Make 'em throw a flag when I pass, come through stunning. Call me tired, girl, and hit the hole, then I'm running. Get money, you ain't tryna get that second flag on the play. Hating from the sideline, a flag on the play. Like Julio with them Falcons, I just made a play. In the red zone, going strong, watch me shake and bake.
Let's go.
This is Dev Music.
Hey yo, Nike check. I done made about $1 million and I'm only 19. Icy water dripping on a white tee. And shorty got a man, but she saying wife me. I got checks coming in like a pair of Nikes. If I like it, then you know I'm finna get it. Hit the bag and then I flip it, watch me do it. All them on my wrist going stupid. Tryna put them on, but they never do it. They like, hold up, wait a minute, like don't make sense, don't really get it. I'm steady getting to the chicken, that tricky finger licking chicken. I mean, I'm getting to the good guap. Keep a rack in my socks. Diamonds cost me a lot. Nike check up all of my socks. Hey yo, Nike check. T-shirt check. Sneakers check. Socks check. Hoodie check. Shorts check. Nike. I done made about $1 million and I'm only 19. Icy water dripping on a white tee. And shorty got a man, but she saying wife me. I got checks coming in like a pair of Nikes. If I like it, then you know I'm finna get it. Get the bag and then I flip it, watch me do it. All them on my wrist going stupid. Tryna put them on, but they never do it. Going up sky high while I'm rocking Air Force. And she just wanna ride, shorty bad and gorgeous. She was rocking stripes, said it's alright. Then I cut her off, shorty stepped on my off-whites. Okay, now wait. Gotta get the bag and racks every day. Don't tell me to relax, I can't, I'ma say. Got a new Prestos and a J's in the way. Got a new wristwatch where they don't take time. Might pull up on a hop if it's too hot. And he wanna play ball, hit a 3-point shot. Boy, this my court, got a block on lock. I done made about $1 million and I'm only 19. Icy water dripping on a white tee. And shorty got a man, but she saying wife me. I got checks coming in like a pair of Nikes. If I like it, then you know I'm finna get it. Hit the bag and then I flip it, watch me do it. All them on my wrist going stupid. Tryna put them on, but they never do it. They like, hold up, wait a minute, like don't make sense, don't really get it. I'm steady getting to the chicken, that tasty finger licking chicken. I mean, I'm getting to the good guap. Keep a rack in my socks. Diamonds cost me a lot. Nike check up all of my stocks. Hey yo, Nike check.
you know what it be. Playing this here for the keeps, had to make off with a feast. A family to feed, third cold where the trophy should be. EA got me in the game now. Breathe down with the gang now. They're here with a lane now. My home second with a rain now. Legendary on the field, kinda drip is a skill. It's the highest cruiser bill, ain't nothing to the hill. Slip on, spin move, in zone, go from sideline to touchdown. I put on a show. I had to kick off and go. I had to kick off and go. Slip on, spin move, in zone, go from sideline to touchdown. I put on a show. I had to kick off and go. I had to kick off.
Second nature, all is automatic. Lion, tigers, meteors inside my mind. Kamikaze, spaceship power, baby. Sold me toward the use a dub, I'ma win, I won't lose with this. Ay, yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Ay, yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Ay, yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Ay, turn the knob, can't resist, I'm incredible. Yeah, came for the dollars, call it basketball. Then I did the dash, can I catch me, bro? Ooh, then I did the dash, can I catch me, whoa? Your whole team is no competition. Boy, I did it by myself, it's a solo mission. Running up the charts, I'm a fool, dog. Turn the whole field to a schoolyard. Bunch of students ain't eating round here. I'm the GOAT, little man, and I made it loud and clear. Put the gas on them like I'm with the Cavalier. Show no love, got the confidence, no fear. I use a dub, I'ma win, I won't lose with this. Ay, yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Ay, yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Yeah, 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 I'ma act a fool with this. Okay, yeah, yeah, when I hit that. Okay, yeah, yeah, when I hit that. Sorry, like you know. Okay, yeah, yeah, when I hit that.
Today, from MetLife Stadium in New Jersey, it's Week 7 of the NFL on EA Sports.
We're across the Hudson from Midtown Manhattan at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. Today we've got a matchup here in pivotal Week 7 between the Dallas Cowboys and the New York Giants. Now this will make it into the end zone. And they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25. So here are the Giants ready to start their initial drive of the game. And they will be led out by their second-year quarterback.
And coming off of an early season open week. And in this situation, what he told us when we sat down with him was he spent a lot of time working on fundamentals, kind of getting back to basics during that time, as opposed to having to worry about healing up or resting up. It's too early in the season. Get back to the basics, get his game going again.
2nd and 9 now. That's complete. He's got Barkley out of the backfield. Give him 8 on the play, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 1. And just play number 3 here on the opening drive, and it's an early 3rd and 1. On the ground, this is Saquon Barkley, and he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. Got what he needed for the first down with a gain of 2. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now Saquon Barkley. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber that runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
Finding Sterling Shepard for his first catch. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 45-yard line. 12 yards there and a first down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they... Under pressure here, and down he goes. Sacked back at about the 43-yard line. It's Khalil Mack that time, shooting in there to get him to the ground. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And he'll get this underneath, dropping it off for Barkley. And a pretty little juke move there on a nice gain. A gain of 9, not enough, and it's 4th down. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area that they want him involved. Just as you said, they want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
That'll go as a punt of 32 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over.
At their own 23-yard line.
Now the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And he'll get this one up to the 26. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
The rushing numbers for Wilson, maybe down from earlier in his career, but he's still a threat to go, showing it there, picking up the first down. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 13 yards and a first down, Cowboys. Now Elliott. And he's going to get this past the 50 and into Giant territory. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. Here's Elliott. 20. And he will finally be taken down at the Giants' 16-yard line. He's able to rip off 32 on that one. It's a first down.
It's a gain of 32.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
CD Lamb.
After the incomplete pass here now is 2nd and 10. To throw again, Wilson. He goes to Lamb again. This time he's got him. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1.
First and goal.
No score after 1 on EA Sports. They'll try to run it in with Elliott. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott with touchdown number 12 on the year, as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon.
Well, Brandon, he just followed his nose, and his nose took him to the end zone. But how about the big guys up front? Give him at least a stalemate in order to find that space.
Yeah, the O-line won the battle in the trenches there, didn't it? Now Greg Zuerlein on for the extra point. And this is up and good to make it 7-0 Cowboys. So that drive goes 8 plays, and it culminates in a touchdown run by Ezekiel Elliott. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Takes this about 5 yards deep, and this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
25-yard.
So the Giants getting the football back here for their second drive. They'll be looking to match that touchdown from a moment ago. 7-0 is the score as they begin with a first down. Throwing here to start the drive as they connect left side. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35.
First and 10.
Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards. First and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. It's a Giant first down on a gain of 16. The CD a lot of times like to separate speed and quickness, and they've got a back that's both. We know that he's fast in the open field, but man, his first step is so quick too.
It is something, isn't it? Because you think of that type of speed getting to the perimeter and turning upfield, but also when you run those inside runs, he can get into the secondary so fast the linebackers don't have a chance to react.
On second down now, Monroe, and he'll go out of bounds right around the 40.
The ball carried by number.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
They'll go to the air here on 3rd and 2. And they're going to get him. He's taken down for a sack back at the 47-yard line. Big DeMarcus Lawrence getting in there and bringing him to the ground. He just held on to the football too long there, Charles. That's point blank, right?
Yeah, I agree with that totally. You've got to have that internal clock that goes in your head that says either get rid of the football or flush and go and use your legs and try and pick up the first down. I think he hung in there too long, and the blitz got to him.
And this punt goes out of bounds, and it'll be marked inside the 40.
at their own.
Ezekiel Elliott gets ready to go again here on offense as he shuffles onto the field. And he's sure looking like a lock for a 1,000-yard season. Don't know if he's going to get it in this game, but he'd probably like to just to get past that point.
Yeah, and if he doesn't, as you noted, there's still time, still opportunity. There's still more games to be played. So, yeah, it's not a lock, but barring injury, it certainly looks like he's going to get there. And what an accomplishment that is. Anytime you get over 1,000 yards, you're celebrated in the NFL.
It's been quite a season. Still a couple chapters left in that book, though. And he can only get this to the 42-yard line. And that is not near enough. They'll run it with Elliott. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. How about them biting off 15 yards there on the 4th down attempt and keeping the drive alive? Another good run there for a guy who, remember, on Wednesday was named NFC Offensive Player of the Week for what he did a week ago.
Yeah, and you know it takes some solid runs and some extra special ones in order to win that type of an award. I think he's locked in and wants to get it done a second time. Able to hit his target, Lamb.
He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. This is caught. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. 2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going up. And he will take it in for a Cowboy score. Ezekiel Elliott with his 13th touchdown of the year and second of the game. And the Cowboys will add on to their lead. CD for them. This has just been an offensive explosion here in the second quarter.
Yeah, held scoreless in the first quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the second. Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment. You have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better. And I think that's part of what we're seeing here.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The New York set to take the field. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on third down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a first down and change our momentum?
3 yards the gain there, second down. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on second down. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down.
Well, it wasn't a big strike, but that completion put them in really great range. What do we have now, 4th and inches?
Yeah, it's not more than a half a foot.
You know what I would do here?
You would always go for it.
I'm one of those guys.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Trey Burton, the one he was looking for. And that'll bring up second down. Throwing again. Wilson. And he whips that one incomplete there. CeeDee Lamb is intended target. And now it's 3rd down. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. They're going deep for Hill. And this throw will be intercepted. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week, 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions, quote-unquote, go away. And that means your defense. They've got to go out there on sudden change and at least hold people to field goals. And if that keeps happening, they lose confidence in the quarterback, and then no one plays well.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
They'll throw now on the final play. That's caught by his tight end, Evan Ingram. And he'll get it up a little shy of the 15. They'll spot him down at the 14-yard line. The second half upon us sooner than we bargained for. Week 7, second half. Let's do it. The Cowboys will get the football first here, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in quarter 3. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
1st and 10 at their own 23.
So here are the Cowboys to take over. They've won 2 straight, and they lead this one as well as they come up on 1st and 10. Second half starts with a carry by Elliott. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A 14-yard gain there as they look to improve this 14-point lead.
A gain of 14.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll run with Elliott. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
The handoff to Ezekiel Elliott.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
On second down, Elliott. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. They're going to hurry back to the line now. They'll run on 1st down. Elliott. And he'll be brought down right at midfield after a gain of only a couple.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
A gain of 12.
Here's Wilson. They're looking for Lamb, but it's intercepted. Picked off at about the 31. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line. Pretty much everything went their way offensively in the first half, but now an interception on the opening drive of the 3rd quarter.
As we know, the key to everything here, don't get careless with the football. The problem is you've got to stay aggressive as well, so where's the line between being aggressive and attacking and being overly aggressive? I think they just crossed it on that one.
And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a 1st down. On 1st down, Monroe. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Well, I think after that run, the defense is getting back in the huddle and looking at each other and maybe starting to question their confidence a bit. They gave up a significant run, 6 yards, and now you're saying to yourself, how do we stop them?
And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. Evan Ingram, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And thanks to the interception, the Giants offense cashes in with 6. That's a score you felt they had to have here in the 3rd quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there was an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. This is Tony Pollard. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And their lead cut in half by that touchdown a moment ago. They are up 7 as they begin this drive 1st and 10. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards. He'll find Lamb, that's complete. And he's got this down to the 35. Another first down as he went right back to the same well, this time for 17 yards. Flushed out right. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down. They'll run on first down. Elliott. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. A nice run there, 9 yards. And it'll be second down.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Cooper was the intended target, but it'll be second and goal. One man in the backfield, that's Elliott on second and goal. Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. He was looking for Tyreek Hill that time, but now it's third and goal. And now third and goal following incompletions on first and second down. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Cowboys. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Cowboys will extend their lead. Circle that drive because that might be one to remember. Well executed to give them a little cushion.
Well, let's take it into the boxing ring. You talk about them commanding it, keeping the fight where they wanted to, whether it was in the center of the ring or putting them on the ropes because it was jab, jab, jab. And finally, the haymaker to put that drive away.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Giants going to take over again on offense. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Dontari Poe on the tackle.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
The 27-yard line.
They'll keep it on the ground. Monroe, only a couple there as he'll be brought down about the 28.
39.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
It's caught. Shepard. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. First ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Welcome back now here in East Rutherford. It's the Giants with possession of the football but needing points as we start quarter number 4. Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. Fourth quarter, every drive so critical, and you figure may only get one more shot after this, so a touchdown's imperative on this drive.
It is, but you also have to think to yourself in play calling, don't hold anything back. Don't save it for the second touchdown. You got the first one for the second one to even matter.
The pass.
And boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble.
Brings up
The Giants on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
That's an excellent play by the defender. He diagnosed that one, closed quickly. Force the incompletion.
4th down.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. On 4th down, they'll try and run for it. And he's got the first down as he's up to the 45-yard line. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. At first glance, I wasn't sure he got it. Then I saw that spot. Definitely a first down.
It was, but boy, on the other side, you dispute it a little bit, wouldn't you? Okay, if you're playing defense, are you sure he got there? But that's why they tell you all the time, don't just get what you need, get a little bit more, and take the decision out of the hands of the officials.
Well, there he needed a yard. He got a yard and maybe an inch.
At the
Options galore here. 2nd and a few inches. The throw over the middle taken in. And the ball is knocked out. It's picked up by the Cowboys. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line. And he'll take this one for about 4 up to the 40.
The Cowboy ball carrier.
And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. They'll keep it on the ground. Elliott. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35.
The tackle made at
I don't think there's any question, Brandon, at this stage, the stop troops, the defensive guys, they got to use their 3 timeouts here. They've got to stop them and get the ball back.
Yeah, if you're in that 2 to 3 score deficit window that they're in now, you got to get it ASAP.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Stop them, use your timeouts. Easier to move the ball on offense without timeouts than to stop them on defense without using them.
From the red zone now, here's Wilson on 1st down. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Well, that one was all about the defender making life difficult for the receiver. Very tough for a guy to hold on to the football through all that contact. He ends up forcing the incompletion.
Going for it all. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover there in the end zone. Amari Cooper, his intended receiver, and that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down.
Yards to go.
A 20th carry here for Elliott. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. A good chance now. And they're going to get to him. A sack. Sack back at the 9-yard line. The sack coming from big Dalvin Tomlinson.
Well, that was point counterpoint, wasn't it? They decided to throw for it on 1st and goal. Instead, the defense counters with pressure, and the defense wins, getting a big sack.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Tyreek Hill with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further. They were still throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now that lead even more comfortable.
And your first thought is there bad blood that went into this one ahead of time, that maybe they're seeking some revenge or they just don't like them? But the other thing that always hits me is, are they worried about playoff positioning? Right? Are they worried about, do you need enough points in case there's a tiebreaker that comes into play later?
Takes this about 5 yards deep, and this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25.
Here's the Giant offense now as they get ready to take over here. They were coming off the extra week of rest, but this team started sluggish, and it really didn't get any better from there. And trailing big here in this 4th quarter. They go over the middle, and it's complete to start the drive. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. The drive starting with a 1st down, 11 yards on that pickup. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And now a throw here secured by his running back out of the backfield. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run. finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. Another strong gain on the last two plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. Offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder where plays like that have been all game long.
They're thinking the exact same thing themselves, but they're also looking forward now, because now these plays are really for next week, trying to get some momentum going. Well, this game was decided.
And that is caught. He's got it for a giant touchdown. Darius Slayton, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Giants are able to cut into this lead. Now for the point after. It's up and good, and it's now 28-14. That time, 75-yard drive, 5 plays. And it was polished off by a Giants touchdown. And the Cowboys are going to secure the football, and with it, they'll just about secure the victory as well. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did. Touchdown, Cowboys!
The ball carrier. Touchdown.
Ezekiel Elliott, 44 yards. And the Cowboys will add on to their lead. And that rushing touchdown, his 4th, puts him just one shy of the NFL record in a single game.
And we all know he would love to get to that record and even beyond it, but he doesn't need to in order to impress in this one, does he? What a performance. What an absolute great game that he's had here in this one.
He's got it, and the lead stretches to 35-14. I'm not sure if they drew that play up to score, but it scored indeed. One play on the ground and into the end zone for 6. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Fielded in the end zone. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. Out comes this field general once more, leading his offense back onto the field. And those numbers, they kind of tell the story of his game so far. Started off not so hot. Now he's really heated up.
And remember, he signed up for duty as the guy who leads the team, right? The field general, the signal caller. So when things go rocky early, he can't just exit out and ask someone else to pick things up. He's got to do it himself, and that's what he's done here in this game.
The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in the game. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Throwing the out route, incomplete. It's Shepard. Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts, as the clock will stop with 18 seconds remaining. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. The Giants going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in the football game. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 13 yards, good for a Giant first down.
At the 37-yard line.
Back to throw now on first down. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And nearly picked it off. He had a chance to come down with that in the end zone, but it'll wind up just being incomplete. Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. He's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete. They were going for a consolation TD, but it was not to be. And time has run out now on this game. So this one will end in a victory for the Dallas Cowboys. And they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half to put this one on ice.
And I know a lot of people watching this one were thinking to themselves, I bet halftime was really interesting. Probably took the paint off the walls with some of the words that were said. But I get the sense it was much more of the adjustments they made. They came in with a game plan that we saw that didn't work in the first half. They made the adjustments necessary, went away from that, and then they got it together, got a spark, and then took off. It's really nice to watch in the second half.
So for the Cowboys,
look at me. I bet you can't do it like me. Can't see me when I get on the ground. Game on, it's about to go down. A juke and shake it all up. My moves make them run them up. I'm lit so you know what's up. I got the party going up. A champ with the crown is here. I'ma win anywhere. Hey, so shake it like you don't care. I shake it up everywhere. And I can bake cakes by the pound. Blow the whistle cause I love that sound. And we can just keep going round. I'm ready for another round. Go ahead, touch down like that. 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 Hey, hey, go ahead, touch down like that. 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 Like work the middle, 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 work the.
Pan a camera to the middle of the dance floor. I think there's something going down. Shorty packing goods like a transport, and I ain't never seen something so round. How round? Round like a planet in orbit, round like a b-ball. 23 Jordan, dunking on default. Automatic forces attract me to females. I look this gorgeous. How did you even come in existence? Hey, or did you just appear out in an instance? You got me all driven, revving my pistons. I wonder if she like the stick shift. Ay, count for and make a wish. I wish that shorty keep it lit. Cause if I shoot my shot, I won't miss. No backboard, gotta sound a light switch. Go ahead, touch down like that. 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 Hey, hey, go ahead, touch down like that. 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 Like work the middle, 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 work the.
Flag on the play.
Yeah, yeah.
That's a flag on the play.
Yeah, yeah.
Flag on the play.
Hold up.
That's a flag on the play. Let's go.
Touchdown, I just scored a whole bucket. I just dropped the bag on the tag, ain't nothing. Make 'em throw a flag when I pass, come through stunning. Call me tired, girl, and hit the hole, then I'm running. Get money, you ain't tryna get that second flag on the play. Hating from the sideline, a flag on the play. Like Julio with them Falcons, I just made a play. In the red zone, going strong, watch me shake and bake.
Let's go.
I just took off with that rock, just like Tyreek Hill. I just count 100 racks, that's a whole field. He don't want no championship, get him out of here. I just got a set, like I run up in the backfield. I just got a set, like I ran up on a quarterback. Shake and bake, make a play just like a quarterback. We ain't worrying about no formers, we ain't staying there. Running off the block, yeah, I'm something like a linebacker. I got juice like a Fanta, how you like it?
How you like it?
I'm on purple, I'm on yellow, like a Viking.
Like a Viking.
All these plays that I'm catching, I done gone crazy. I do my thing, 6 range, just like Tom Brady. Touchdown, I just scored a whole bucket. I just dropped the bag on the tag, ain't nothing. Make 'em throw a flag when I pass, come through stunning. Call me tired, girl, and hit the hole, then I'm running. Get money, you ain't tryna get that second flag on the play. Hating from the sideline, a flag on the play. Like Julio with them Falcons, I just made a play. In the red zone, going strong, watch me shake and bake.
Let's go.
I'm in the field like a panther, I done up the standards. Like Michael Vick in Atlanta when it's time to scramble. Neck full of water, call me Black Bridgewater. Lamar Jackson, how I throw them Ravens cross the border.
Hold up. You know I'm a touchdown with the sack. Run up the hole like a running back on the play. Intercept the pack like a safety. You boys ain't shake the play. That's a flag on the play. Let's go.
Touchdown, I just scored a whole bucket. I just dropped the bag on the
he ain't nothing. Make him throw a flag when I pass, come through stunning. Call me tired, girl, and hit the hole, then I'm running. Get money, you ain't tryna get that second flag on the play. Hating from the sideline, a flag on the play. Like Julio with them Falcons, I just made a play. In the red zone, going strong, watch me shake and bake. Let's go.
This is second nature, all is automatic. You fools hurt. Jesus will. Yeah, I use a dub, I'ma win, I won't lose with this. Yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Yeah, I'ma act a fool with this.